Stress is no longer a short-term visitor in our lives. It has quietly moved in, unpacked its bags, and memorized our daily routines. We wake up already tense, often before the alarm even rings, and we fall asleep while our mind is still replaying unfinished problems. Most people don't even question this anymore. Mental tiredness feels normal. Constant pressure feels unavoidable. Being busy feels like proof of importance. But here is the truth most people never hear. Stress itself is not the enemy of your brain. The real danger is living in stress without understanding what it is doing inside you. Once you understand how the brain adapts, control slowly begins to return. Modern neuroscience tells a very different story than fear-based advice. Your brain is not weak glass that shatters under pressure. It is a living, learning system built to change through challenge. Pressure does not automatically break it. Pressure reshapes it. Dr. Bruce McEwen, one of the most respected stress researchers in the world, spent decades studying how stress affects the brain and body. He said, "The brain is the central organ of stress and adaptation." That single sentence changes the entire narrative, because adaptation means learning. It means the brain is not only reacting to stress, it is recording patterns, adjusting priorities, and preparing for future situations. When stress enters your life, your brain does not panic randomly. It activates a survival system refined over millions of years. The amygdala scans for threat. Cortisol and adrenaline prepare the body to respond quickly. This system once saved human lives. Stress meant a predator, a rival group, or a sudden danger. The threat was intense but short. After survival, the body recovered fully. Modern stress has no clear ending. Deadlines roll into new deadlines. Messages never stop arriving. Social comparison follows us everywhere through screens. Your brain never receives a clear all-safe signal. So it stays alert even when nothing is happening. This is why people feel exhausted without physical effort. The brain is burning energy, just staying ready. Over time, cortisol stays slightly elevated. This changes how neurons communicate. Attention narrows toward problems. Patience shortens. Emotions rise faster than thoughtful responses. But here is where future-focused neuroscience brings balance and hope. The brain is not passively damaged by stress. It actively reshapes itself based on what repeats. This ability is called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity means your brain is always under construction. Neurons that fire together wire together. Connections used often become stronger and faster. Connections ignored slowly weaken. If your days are full of urgency, your brain becomes very good at urgency. If your days include recovery and reflection, your brain becomes better at calm thinking and planning. Dr. Richard Davidson explains this simply. Your brain is being shaped whether you notice it or not. That means your habits today are training your reactions tomorrow. Stress also changes memory in very specific ways. The hippocampus becomes more selective under pressure. Emotionally charged moments are stored more deeply. Neutral details are filtered out. That is why stressful years feel heavy in hindsight. Your brain kept what felt important for survival. This is not weakness or damage. It is biological prioritization. However, chronic stress without recovery shifts balance too far. You may remember problems clearly, but struggle to imagine solutions. The brain becomes threat-focused instead of possibility-focused. Future neuroscience shows this is reversible. When safety signals return, memory networks reopen. Creativity comes back when fear quiets down. The brain needs safety to explore. This is why future brain research is moving toward prediction, not reaction. Scientists are now studying early brain signals of overload. The goal is to detect stress before burnout happens. Not to remove stress, but to rebalance it early. Wisdom is another hidden adaptation of stress over time. Older adults often respond to pressure with less panic. They react slower, but with deeper understanding. Experience teaches the brain what truly matters. Psychologist Laura Carstensen found that as people age, the brain naturally prioritizes emotional balance. It spends less energy on regret and conflict. This is not decline, it is refinement. You can see these patterns clearly in real life. Students under exam pressure struggle at first, but months later understand the subject more deeply. Stress sharpened focus during learning. In modern work culture, Constant urgency creates burnout. But workplaces that allow recovery see better decisions. The brain performs best when pressure is temporary. Endless pressure kills creativity. Social media adds another layer of stress. The brain compares constantly. Comparison activates threat circuits. Without breaks, self-worth slowly erodes. Parents face a different kind of pressure. Responsibility never truly switches off. Over time, the brain adapts by filtering emotion. Parents learn what deserves reaction and what does not. Emergency workers, pilots, and surgeons train under controlled stress environments. Over time, calm becomes automatic. The brain adapts to what is repeated. Nature follows this same rule perfectly. Trees exposed to wind grow deeper roots. Bones strengthen under repeated load. Muscles grow only after stress, followed by rest. The brain works exactly the same way. Stress alone does not create strength. Stress followed by recovery does. This is where modern life breaks the system. We apply stress constantly, but we remove recovery almost completely. No silence, no mental pause, no sense of safety. So the brain assumes danger never ends. It stays alert even at home. This leads to anxiety, burnout, and emotional numbness, not because you are weak, but because the system is overloaded. Future neuroscience now places huge importance on recovery signals. Short moments of calm tell the nervous system the threat has passed. This slowly lowers baseline stress levels. One of the strongest tools is slow breathing. Now pause for a moment. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold gently. Exhale slowly for 6 seconds. This pattern activates the vagus nerve. That nerve connects the brain and the body. It sends powerful safety signals upward. Heart rate slows. Thoughts soften. Just 2 or 3 minutes of this can change heart rhythm and brain chemistry. This is not spiritual advice. This is measurable biology. Another powerful tool is reframing stress. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What is this training me for?" This shifts activity from fear circuits to learning circuits. Movement is also essential for stress release. Your brain evolved expecting action after danger. Walking, stretching, or light exercise clears cortisol. Stillness traps stress hormones in the system. Social connection regulates stress deeply. Being understood calms the brain faster than logic. This is not emotional weakness, it is nervous system regulation. Nature exposure works in a similar way. Green spaces lower cortisol naturally. The brain reads nature as safety. Calm returns without effort. Dr. Kelly McGonigal explains it clearly. When we change our relationship with stress, we change our biology. That is not motivation. That is neuroscience. If you feel overwhelmed right now, pause here. Your brain is not failing you. It is adapting to repeated signals, and signals can be changed. Control does not arrive suddenly. It grows quietly through repetition. Each calm response rewires future reactions. Each pause builds resilience. Stress shaped parts of your past. Understanding stress shapes your future. And the brain you train today is the brain that will carry you forward tomorrow. Many people believe stress steals intelligence, but future neuroscience suggests something more complex. Stress does not remove intelligence, it redistributes it. Under pressure, the brain shifts resources. Less energy goes to daydreaming and abstraction. More energy goes to pattern detection and prediction. This is why stressed people often sense danger faster. Researchers now believe the brain runs like a forecast system. It constantly predicts what might happen next. Stress sharpens this prediction ability, but only for threats, not opportunities. This is why long stress can make life feel narrow. You are not less capable. Your brain is simply prioritizing survival accuracy. It is choosing safety over exploration. Future brain research is exploring how to rebalance this, not by removing stress, but by teaching the brain when prediction is no longer needed. This is where micro-recovery becomes powerful. Think of recovery like punctuation for the brain. A pause tells the nervous system a sentence has ended. Without pauses, the brain reads life as one long emergency. With pauses, meaning returns. This is why even short breaks matter. 30 seconds of stillness, one deep breath before responding, looking away from screens for a moment. These moments seem small, but to the brain, they are massive signals. They say, "We are safe right now." And safety unlocks higher thinking. Education research shows this clearly. Students who take short recovery breaks retain more information than those who push non-stop. Learning needs rest to become memory. The same applies to work. People who pause make fewer emotional mistakes. They see options more clearly. Their brains regain flexibility. Even creativity depends on this cycle. Ideas do not appear under constant pressure. They appear after pressure releases. Insight needs space. Future neuroscience predicts a shift in how society views stress. Not as something to eliminate, but as something to rhythmically manage. Stress, release, adapt, repeat. Those who learn this rhythm early will age with stronger emotional control. They will experience less burnout and more clarity under pressure. This is not about becoming stress-free, it is about becoming stress-literate, knowing when to engage and when to let the nervous system rest. When you understand this, stress stops feeling like a personal failure. It becomes a signal, and signals can be interpreted and changed. Remember, stress is not your enemy. It is a signal, a teacher, and a guide. Your brain adapts to what you repeatedly show it, and every calm response rewires your future reactions. You do not need to eliminate stress to regain control. You only need to understand it, manage it, and balance it with recovery. Each pause, each deep breath, each small reset is a building block for resilience, clarity, and wisdom. Your past shaped your stress patterns. Your present choices shape how your brain adapts. And the brain you train today is the brain that will carry you forward tomorrow. So take a moment, notice your signals, breathe, reflect, and remember. Control is not given, it is built. And every small step makes a stronger, calmer you.